So fast forwarding a little bit, what was it like on draft day? Speaking of the Falcons as we were, what was it like when you received that call? Like, what was going through your mind? Where were you? Just explain the scenario.
So I was still up in Connecticut. I went to my coach's house to on the third day of the draft. 'Cause I knew that's when I could have potentially been taken. And I'd seen a running back of ours who was like really good, not get drafted like 2 years before. So I'm thinking like, I'm getting kind of all this hype now. My agent told me it's a good chance I might be drafted. I've gone to these visits, which is a good signal you might be drafted. But I've seen people not get drafted, and there's a lot of people out there who think they're going to get drafted and don't. So I
Mm.
didn't want to be around a whole bunch of people like who might be watching. I don't get drafted, be kind of not embarrassing, but it would just be awkward. So I said I'm going to dip off to my coach's house, kind of just watch with him, and whatever happens, happens. So I was asleep for the first two rounds, like the fourth and fifth round. Is that how it was? Fourth and fifth round. I just fell asleep because I don't know, for some reason I just put my phone on, blast on and vibrate, and I put it by my ear. I was tired, and then woke up end of the fifth, going into the sixth, and then my phone, like I hadn't really gotten any texts or calls, which my agent said usually people get blown up, like because one by that time people start recruiting you to be a free agent, like yo, come to my team if you don't draft you. And I wouldn't give any of those,
Mm.
so I was kind of confused. Excuse me. And I texted my agent like, "What's happening?" And kind of right after that, I got a call from a USA number. Like I'm like USA, so I'm answering any phone call that I'm seeing. I answered it, and eventually it was somebody in the Falcons organization. And then they passed it to the GM, they passed it to the head coach, they passed it to Arthur Blank, and then they're talking. They say, done a lot of evaluation. Would think like we're gonna take you with the next pick. Are you ready to be a Falcon? And that's when your heart kind of drops, and you're like, no way, this is about to happen. And they have, like they said, they had the 200th pick, which was like two picks. So, but still in my mind, I'm like, I don't know, maybe they're like selling me on stuff. So I hang up. I'm just watching. Like I texted my old coach, my parents, my brother. Um, yeah, that's all I really had time to text. And then I was just watching on the screen, and then my name popped up. They butchered my name, whatever. And then, but I was just like, ain't no way that really just happened. But I just took a picture of it, and I was like, it's really real. And then like 2 minutes later, your phone blows up from all the Falcons media. Everybody like who found out is now congratulating you. And then it's just like surreal, really. Like it took me a little, maybe a day to really hit that, I'd like in the NFL, but it was more surreal that, something that you worked so hard on really came true. That's what hits the hardest at the moment. And then next day you're like, oh, I'm in the NFL, let me get back to training. Yeah.
That's dope.
Quick window. That's it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
quick turnaround. It's like, yeah, back to training. That's real though, because I mean, yeah, as a professional athlete, that is your life.
Right. Right. Cutthroat job too. So, if you're not training for it, somebody else is. That's one thing you learn real quick.
Right, and I guess also it's like in getting picked at that, it's like there's no guarantees really,
Exactly.
so there's
Exactly.
no time. Well, did you celebrate it? Like, what kind? Was there any kind of celebration, like with your coach? Did
Yeah.
y'all pop a bottle? Or, wait, you might have been underage at that.
I
No,
went
you're
back
not.
to, no, I wasn't. I think I was
Okay,
20, I was 21. I
okay.
went back to campus and yeah, well, a couple of my teammates, we all went out to a bar and we drank, yep, some celebratory drinks, and then yeah, next morning woke up and did a little light lift and stuff. I don't remember when I went back to St. Louis. Probably soon after that, because then I wanted to get back down to Atlanta for a rookie camp. So yeah.
So, what were your what was your first impression? After you knew the Falcons called you, had talked to you, and you drafted you.
Impressions of the Falcons?
Mm-hmm.
I just heard things of Debo and Dre. So I think I talked to the linebacker coach a couple of times, Brick at the time. And, he said, look at these two and see what you think of them. Like, where are you comparable or not comparable? But Dre was a long athlete, which I feel he's like 6'4" though. But I was 6'1". I feel like I have long limbs and stuff. So we kind of move the same. And then Bo is just quick and really fast. Obviously gets through tiny spaces, good instinct. So I said, I'm more of like Dre, but I see that probably want me to have some of Debo in me. So, in order to be the best linebacker that I can be, I think I need to, focus on, keep being like Dre, improve my game and be more of a player like Dre. But in order to get to the next level, be able to make instincts and big plays like Bo. So the consistency of Dre and the big play making ability of Bo. That's what I want to get at. He loved that answer. And then he said, yeah, we're going to work to get to that. So as soon as I wanted to get down there, like, it was my job to really put in all the effort to be the best player I could be.
I can definitely see that now too, especially this year, because you get to show, especially in the latter half of the season, you really got to show off some of your blitzing ability, kind of like, what Dre was touted for, and your ability to cover has improved. So not improved, but like has been shown here, because that's got to be something that's second nature to you, like covering people since you were a safety in a corner and you had a little bit of that in you. And I'm sure the soccer background helped you with that footwork and the ability to play that. Does that help at all?
Oh, for sure. I think a lot of kids kind of specialize in sports. I think one thing that's good about football is it's only in one season for sure. So you can play multiple different sports, and then all those sports are going to help you on the football field. So I don't like when kids, specialize in just basketball or just baseball. I think you got to play everything. Even the quarterback, they play baseball and football, and then they eventually play football or whatever. So everything helps you out, because there's some skills like footwork and soccer, like arm strength, or how you feel in baseball. I don't know, but it all translates to something else. So it's all like injury prevention too, to be honest with you. So,
you probably make a pretty good quarterback too.
Oh, do I? Man, I told coach put me a quarterback. Listen. I got three nowadays. I got 3 good throws a game. So I like throw my arm out, because the NFL ball is heavy. I'll be like, bro, I can toss that thing, but only 3 times. And then that thing starts to get too heavy.
Run some end around, some reverse passes.
Yeah. Yep.
Little deflate gate action.
Yeah. Make sure you take the air out before you put me in.
Not 12 gauge. You'd be a wild bean or whatever they call it when Sanu was here. You'd have to come up with something. The wild Olu.
Yeah, something like that.
So I'm curious though. Did you do like most rookies after you got drafted and make that big impulse buy?
Nah. I never. That's one thing I say for being from St. Louis. Like, I didn't know I didn't want to buy anything really. I have a car, like even my car, I have a Toyota Camry. It's tricked out and like probably the best Camry I've ever seen. But yeah, like at first the most expensive thing I owned was my couch. Like at first I was renting furniture because I didn't have the time to go furniture shopping, nor did I have like a girl or nothing. And my parents weren't close where they could like come do everything for me. So I just had like I just wanted an apartment with furniture in it, and then I'm just playing football. I'm not worried about stuff. So eventually I said, one thing I am going to do, I'm going to buy like a chain of some sort, which I've already like drawn out and stuff. But I'm not going to do that until I get my second contract, because one, it's motivation to get that second contract and get, what I want in it. And 2, like, it's just not what I'm really worried about. Like, that's just not who I am. So, people have made fun of me, like, oh, why you dress like this and that? Like, why don't you do it? Like all the things that, stereotypical NFL athletes do. And I'm like, it's not me. Like, I have it, but it's for me. It's not for y'all to see on me. Like, damn.